Welcome to this short tutorial where I will show you how to work with the risk register as a Chief Risk Officer. Now this is what it looks like if you are a risk owner. I will change my profile to show you what it looks like if you are a Chief Risk Officer. I'll go to Administration, to Users, and select my own profile and click on the Access Rights. Now if I select the risk scanner, you can see that I have a setup as a risk owner, and I will change this so my role going forward is a Chief Risk Officer instead. Now I'll click on the risk scanner and on risk processing. Now the name here changed from risk identification to risk processing, and you can see that there's one risk I haven't handled yet. This is reinsurer defaults. And you can see that in this case I have one risk owner that has identified this risk, and I could accept his or her assessment of the risk. I could edit it, of course, and I can add a few details on the risk, saying that this is actually included in the Solvency II model. It is part of the counterparty default risk module, and I could take into consideration whether I would use this for stress test purposes, whether I think it is significant for the board, and whether reduction is necessary. Now I can say, for instance, yes to this, and yes to this, and yes to this, and state that we only use A-rated reinsurers. Now you can see the status changed to green, showing that I actually took this into consideration and made my assessment. You can also see that, for instance, bonds decreasing in value has not been edited in this period. So I can click on it and see the various risk owners and how they have made their assessment concerning this risk. I could, for instance, accept Caroline Jackson's assessment of this risk, or I could edit it saying that I actually think the assessment should be high. So this is how you can work with the risk register, and me as a Chief Risk Officer now has the final word to be said concerning each of the risks. And of course you should take all the input into consideration when doing the actual assessment, and you should discuss it with the board. Okay, thank you for now.